morning, everybody, and welcome. It's a very special morning for our department, for the Senior Center, and for the city to have everybody here to recognize Dan on this outstanding recognition nationwide, which is very, very cool. Just some quick introductions. I'm Ray Mauer. I'm the Parks Director. Work with Dan. We do have the new city manager, Rebecca Grill, in the back, waving her hand. So thank you, Rebecca. And then we also have, next to Rebecca, Councilmember Flom, Jacob Flom, back there as well. We do have a number of members of Dan's family in the background as well, so thank you for coming as well. So welcome everybody as, again, we celebrate Dan. And Dan has been with us almost 2 years. In June, I believe, we officially hired Dan. So he's been a great addition to our team. He's been a member of the community for many years as he worked for the YMCA prior to coming to the city. So we're happy to steal Dan from the YMCA. But Dan has really brought a different perspective and a unique perspective to the Senior Center. As many of you know, he's got a joke of the day. Some are better than others, and some he thinks they're funny. But no, he's really brought a real good attitude, sense of humor to our department. And just talking to a few of the participants, they were just speaking about how caring he is, how fun he is, how motivating he is. Somebody mentioned that, you know, if they're not having the best day or if they're not moving quick enough, Dan will encourage you in some humorous kind of way to get you moving. They've talked about how the program, the SilverSneakers program, has benefited them, how they're feeling better, balance being better, but just all in all, being part of Dan's program and how much you enjoy him and teaching the programs. We do have Julie Logue. Julie is the SilverSneakers Director of Program Operations, and I'd like to bring Julie forward. But first, I did have a little recognition letter from Congressman Glenn Grothman that was sent to Dan, and I'd like to read that for the group as well. Dear Dan, congratulations on being recognized as one of the top 4 Instructor of the Year Award finalists for 2025. As Senior Services Manager for the Oshkosh Senior Center, you have dedicated your career to serving our community. I'm impressed to hear of your work with our senior citizens, helping them to develop and maintain healthy and active lifestyles. Thank you for all that you do. Once again, I congratulate you on being a finalist for the Instructor of the Year 2025. So, congratulations, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ray, for the warm introduction. As Ray mentioned, my name is Julie Logue, and I have had the pleasure of knowing Dan. I had to go back into my emails. 2010? 2010. So I've had the pleasure of knowing Dan for 15 years, and we met through this program and still know each other through this program. And it is so exciting for me to be able to share this award with Dan. We at SilverSneakers celebrate Instructor of the Year every year, and this year we received over 2,100 nominations, and we read each one. And I think what I really want to share with you is that more important than the volume of nominations, we look for the quality of the nomination. How do you interact with Dan, and how does Dan interact with you, and how are you impacting each other's lives? And when I saw his name on the nomination list and started reading the nominations, as I'm sort of in tears right now already, I was just so touched that he's had the opportunity to work with all of you, and that you're also, you know, working with him day in and day out, week after week here at the Senior Center. some of these great nominations, just to share a few snippets with you of what folks have said. Where is Sierra? Is Sierra here? Hi, Sierra. I'm Julie. Nice to meet you. Sierra shared, Dan goes above and beyond with his sense of humor to bring joy to each participant and workout. He's played a crucial role as my mentor over the past few months to sharpen my skills as an instructor. Is Carol here? Couple Carols. I apologize, I'm not sure which one.
It's the Department of Carol.
It's the Department of Carol. Raise your hand if your name is Carol. Okay, at least we got at least one. From Carol, Dan has a remarkable ability to connect with our senior citizens and understands their unique needs and challenges. He creates a welcoming and supportive environment that empowers participants to step outside their comfort zone and explore new physical movement. I can tell you personally from knowing Dan, what I've always been so impressed by is your humble leadership. Because he's always meeting you with a smile, he's always meeting you with kind words, and he's just that quiet, stable, strong leader. And you've been such a great influence in my life. There was somebody else that had submitted a nomination who I know is very fond of Dan, and I believe he helped rally him outside the building to postpone your entrance. Is Mike here? Mike Kirby. So Mike, I wanted to just welcome you up. Thank you for spearheading this initiative for Dan and invite you to share a few words.
Okay, this guy here is the man of the hour. And Dan, you're just going to get 1 hour. And then you're going back to being Dan again. Just
Can't do it.
1 hour. Hey, we're here to thank Dan, but I want to make sure that we thank Dan. These are your people here. These are your peeps. Look at them. They all came here to honor you today. When we started this a couple months ago, I went to different people and said, hey, do you like Dan? Everybody said yes. They said, there's a contest going on for Instructor of the Year. Would you like the link? And every single person said yes. They wanted the link so that they could not put in their nomination for you. I had over 24 email addresses of people who wanted to say nice things about you. I mean, it's a little hard sometimes with that link because it's all done on the computer. You got to push this, that. It wasn't the most user-friendly. Did anybody here need their children or grandchildren to help them? You did? Am I the only one? Is that really? Okay.
Mike, we have tech classes for you if you want.
So, about a week and a half ago, I kind of knew about this, and I'm going to give you an example of what Dan means to these people. Okay, so a week and a half ago, I would go around and I talk to people one by one on this side and tell them what was happening today, so that they could be here at 10:30 before he arrives. And I would say to them, "You got to be here. He's getting an award. It's going to be an honor." And I said, "It's going to be at 11 a.m. So get here at 10:30." And they say, people would look at me and they cock their head and they said, 11 o'clock? And then they go, does that mean we're not having class? And that happened once, twice, that's what people are meeting. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's going to be free muffins and free coffee. So, yeah, there's not going to be class, I guess.
That's okay.
And that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here with a little inside joke here. This is for Dan, this is for everybody, a little audience participation. I'm really glad that we're here to honor him. And if you're here to show him some respect and appreciation for what he's done for us, can I get a woohoo? That's good, that's not good enough, okay? This is for Dan. This is for respect and appreciation for what he's done for us. Everyone, can I get a woohoo? Close. Next one, I want you to bring down the roof. This is for our guy Dan. Bring it down the roof. Can I get a woohoo? You've never gotten a woohoo like that before. Dan, you deserve it. This is from all the people that respect and appreciate you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mike.
You earned it all.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. So this is our Instructor of the Year Finalist Award. Again, Dan, congratulations. Thank you all for your nominations. Ray, would you do the honors?
You need to hold the base as well.
Thanks.
Be very careful. And then if you want to take it back, we can put it back on the ledge so it's safe. Dan, would you like to say a few words?
Sure, I could do that. Normally, I would start right about now saying Marco, but we already kind of did that. So I'm blown away and humbled beyond belief. I started teaching when I did years ago, and I was really nervous to teach, believe it or not. And then I went to a training, and I met a really crazy instructor, trainer. And I said, I'm so nervous to do this. And she's like, you're going to be fine. It's just you and that one person, and find that one person. So I started teaching, and I started having fun with it. And then the more I taught, the more fun I had. And then I realized that the one person I was looking at each time I was teaching was each of you. Because, oh gosh, here I'm going to cry now. I promised I wasn't going to do it. Because I look at you all like my kids, and I always say, how you doing, kids, right? So I'm humbled and grateful that you all put your trust in me to help you do the things you want to do and come have some fun and have a better quality of life and play and be active and do the things that you want to do. And we get to have our canned humor a couple days a week, right? There will be extra squats next week. So that is by request of somebody in a blue shirt. But I'm really humbled to everybody for the really kind words and thoughts. And Mike, I'm really grateful you championed this, and thank you for all of your hard work. Small tidbit, Mike was actually my DARE officer when I was in 5th grade. So he was a role model of mine for a lot of years, and I treasured my Nerf football with Kirby written on the side of it until we moved and it got disappeared. But anyway, to all of you that took the time out of your day to share some thoughts, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I care for all of you like you're my own family. To my staff team, thank you for putting up with all my jokes. There is an end somewhere, maybe. To all of the friends in the room, I'm really grateful and appreciative of your time and effort. So thank you.
Again, I was just thinking about this award and what it means to Dan, and I think the whole community, to be recognized as one of the top 4 or 5 instructors of the year for SilverSneakers, which is just amazing. And I think back to, again, Dan's previous experience with the YMCA and his connections to the community, not only with program participants, but also with businesses and civic organizations around the community. And he's done the same here at the Oshkosh Senior Center. So wanted to thank all of you SilverSneaker participants. I think it's really unique and very telling when somebody receives an award from colleagues, peers recognizing their hard work, but when it comes from the people that are really impacted in the program, I think that adds another special touch to it. So thank you all for coming today, and thank you for supporting Dan in this nomination as well. I see that many of you found the t-shirts from SilverSneakers, and I was supposed to announce that the class participants can grab a t-shirt from SilverSneakers. Wanted to thank again the SilverSneakers program, Julie, and everybody that's been involved with this process. If there's a couple t-shirts left over, feel free to grab additional ones. We do have some refreshments from Big Apple Bagel and Dunkin' Donuts were very kind to donate some food and beverages for us this morning. I think that's all we have right now, so appreciate everybody coming. Dan, congratulations, very well deserved.